That's it, huh? That's all you do, and all of a sudden you're on the entire world can see you. There's no reason to panic, right? No, never. I am Mary Gunn. I'm Mary Gunn Fun and head professor of Fun University and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. This is none of those things. This is just a thank you. A thank you. That's really what this episode is of Creative Espresso. It is a thank you for all the wonderful, warm thoughts, prayers, love, and all those cards that you have sent me. We're going to just review them and see how far I can go through before what should our stopping point be? When I cough? When I have to go to the bathroom? I'm not sure what the stopping point should be yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. So let me get a time here. It is 1:30, so we'll just see how we do. Look at you guys all of a sudden just showing up. How sweet of you to be here. I was a little concerned that I might be by myself since this was impromptu, even though we've thought about doing it for weeks. Anybody ever have that? When you think about doing something for weeks and then, or forever. This is the pile of cards that I will attempt to go through, but not all today. Good night, nurse. It just couldn't ever happen. But are you ready? Are you ready to see some pretties? I think you're going to love what came in my mailbox. All right, let me pull in just a little bit so you can get real close and personal. I'm just going to start with a pile. And it's going to start with, however, I'm going to start with this card who is from one of my BFFs. And she doesn't make cards, but this would be really a cute card if you did make it. And so I'm just giving you this wonderful idea. Vicky Root is here during the day. Yay. And you're awake. That's awesome. And Christina's awake too in Sweden. And it's just a funny time for me to come on. But I kind of like it. Laughter is the best medicine. Really cute font. Look at all those different colors. You could actually draw those letters. You know, you could, because they're uneven and they are not perfect in any possible way, except, okay, here's some things you can get from this. Do you like the color combination? I sure do. I love this color combination. So maybe a green, a pink, a red, yellow, and orange. No, there's no team purple here. Sorry, guys. But those are the colors. And this one, they've got a wood grain in the background. And there's a great big capsule. Isn't that a great idea? So you could totally make this without any kind of dies or stamps. So you could have some stamps. But that'd be fun to make with just a little capsule there that has a happy face on it. You can do several capsules with happy faces. I love this. I want to make it. I do. And send it back to her and say, you know, your medicine was the best. I want to be your patient. So there you go. Also, just a little aside, when I do get a card, when I've gotten so many cards, I cut off the little return address and tape it inside so that I know who got it. It takes a little time, but when I don't get right back to it, then it helps me a lot to remember what happened and who it came from. I just got this one in the mail yesterday. Isn't that pretty? Very team orange. I'm loving it. This looks like lace work or cutout work, you know, like my great-grandmother used to do. I never could figure out exactly how they did that they do a little cutout and then they do all this little satin stitch around it. It's very gorgeous. But you know, and this, when you're a paper crafter with a personal die cutting machine, you don't have to do all those nasty little tedious things. You can just buy a die. But this one's really pretty. This is from my buddy Aline. And she made it pretty inside too with a little note. All carries through. The color pattern is all very continuous and just a really thoughtful gift. She's been sending me lots of cards during my recovery. But the exciting new thing is I talked to our third amiga and that we hang out together with, and we made a date for February, the three of us. So I'm excited about that. But this is sending, and it doesn't really say what she's sending except that she's just saying hi. So there you go. That's my kind of card where the front doesn't always make sense with the back. It's just fine. She does have these popped. Oh, no, she's got them layered. That's how she did it. Oops, you can't see that. She did a little, sorry, Eileen, I'm taking it apart. Little layering with just some really thin foam tape or thin phone tape. Maybe it should be thin foam tape. And then these are just popped up on a teeny pop-up. Simply gorgeous. She does a beautiful job. I'm always impressed by her work. This one, let me think. Who's this? This is a fabulous card. 'Tis the season for ugly sweaters. Okay, so it got into my encouragement cards or my get well thinking of you cards. This is from Norma Garrett. There is not a Great Dane in sight, but super. Okay, this is darn fun, Norma Garrett. Just let's dissect this a little bit. Washi tape. I know some people don't ever use washi tape. Sometimes washi tape isn't really sticky. And so here's a clue on how to deal with that. Put it on the back and glue it down on the back. Wrap it around and glue it on the back because sometimes it doesn't want to stick too well. But this is a really cool one with that little scene. You could draw that little scene. Little leggies with your favorite shoes. Little funny slippers. Wouldn't that be cute? Looks like a little tog, and it's very detailed, which is something you may or may not be able to see on this. It's got some like embossed stitching on there, and then she's added these fancy little ornament type. They're holographic, kind of trippy and very cool. She put a little pocket on here and it's popped up. A little Christmas tree popped up. There's some little button kind of things going down the middle where it looks like you've got a placket for your little tog. I think, and that's also embossed or debossed, the little shiny placket. And it's all on a very festive, fun silver cardstock. Oh, and it goes all the way around too. And see, it goes, there's the little thing. Look at her cute little, I'll cover up her address. Look at her cute little Norma Jean's art on the background, on the back of the card. That's really cute. It matches this. Okay, so she must have a stamp, and then she uses just scraps, I believe, to put it on. So it's all very matchy and very purple, very purple. Yes, Grandma Gay, I think we have discovered Norma Garrett's team. It's Team Purple. So very nice. Oh, and this is like, oh, okay. So here you go. I thought she'd even put this little washi tape on the back. See, she also did on the back of the envelope, and that works. It's like 1.5 inches, I think. So that works on it to fussy up the envelope too. And she used some sparkly pen. It's like a huge party going on in this card. Thank you, Norma, for making my day feel so much better. I included the envelope on this one because it had so much going on that was so cute and fun. I don't do envelopes, and I'm always amazed by those who do envelopes. Because it's just, when I get to the envelope part, I can absolutely get sidetracked and blow it and just not get it done. So I'm just happy that I've got a card made and sent, and I just make it very simple. But look how cute that is. And this was from Rosie B. Rosie, I hope your brother's doing better today. Super, super cute. He had a 9-hour surgery yesterday on his little well-kissed brain. It's not very fun. The cute little Kerwin kitties. By the way, Kerwin is relaxing today and having a very nice time up on my 20-year-old sweatshirt that I took off for the show so you wouldn't see my ratty sleeves, and just had an old t-shirt, which is still kind of ratty. But yes, nice handwriting. It does make it a very fun party thing to receive for, to find out in your post office box. You go, oh, you know you're going to get a special card inside too. Did a little stenciling, kitty cat on top of that, and she colored it. It's got a little bit of sheen, so I'm wondering if it's pencil. Personalize that. Isn't that pretty? And then on the back, she added some more jazz with some washi tape. This is an event right here. I love it. And this card is, I think this was one of the craft roulette cards. And it's real pretty. And she's got Kerwin popped up there. See him? Yep. And, oh, Norma Jean had that whole thing, that whole panel popped up too on some fun foam. So, FYI. But this is real pretty. This is a die cut. Well, Shazam. I thought for sure it was embossed, but nope. Is it? Am I lying to myself? No, that's not a die cut. That is embossed. Well, that is embossed, and I wonder if she did it a couple times to get it nice and thick. Because it does have, yeah, but it's not giving. It doesn't have any edges. It's one with the card. Yeah, that's cute little, looks like a little monster robot, doesn't it? Yeah, I think he's cute. But I love this design. It's simple. It's got the stencil on the inside with very crisp edges. It's got the little focal kitty, and then it breaks the edges, which makes it more interesting and a little more informal than if you had Sending Smiles closed into that. It would be fine, but when you break the edges like that, it makes it feel a little more informal and a whole lot more fun. She did put the white panel on the white panel, which also is one of my favorite things that I see in cards. She talks about Kerwin. Kerwin is like so unaware of his friends, but that's the way it goes. He's sending me some peppermint ice cream. You know, seriously, that is a good food. If there's a top 100 foods, I would put it in the top 100. I couldn't put it in top 3 or top 5. But peppermint ice cream, maybe top 50. That would be kind of a fun layout page, wouldn't it? What are your top 50 foods? That probably is harder than I think. That's that. Do I know the company of this diet? I do not. I don't know anything about it. But Rosie might know it. I bet she does. So Rosie B. Rosie, which is also known as Nerdy Owl on Instagram. You could tell her, ask her. Really cute. But I did want to save this envelope because it was such an event. Made it so fun. You don't eat 50 different foods. Well, you could that could be part of yours, Leslie. You could just have blank lines for the 50. That would be a good road trip game. Can you name your top 50 foods? That would be a fun road trip game. Well, I wonder, I knew who made this card immediately. Do you guys recognize it? It's her style. Let me make sure I'm right. Yes, I was right. It is Ashley Young. She is like the blend queen. She could blend into any situation, I think, make everything just a little more smooth. She's so sweet. I hope we can get her back on the show. Now, I didn't want to bother her with Harrison being so tiny, but maybe he'll start being a little bit more easy to work with. Maybe she can be back on. But wishing you a speedy recovery. It's just so cute. It's one of these cards that you guys did when I was gone. And a joy fold. And those were really fun. If you wanted to, I think the joy fold card was on episode 145 or something like that. And so you can see lots and lots of examples in that gallery so that because people did it in different ways and it was very clever. So she just has this cute little card, cute little focal point with outstanding blending coloring. He's got a little pink on his cheeks. And then she put some pretty pattern paper inside. Another pattern paper to look. And okay, here's your lesson on this one. This is what you want your eyeball to look at first, right? When you open the card and you see it, you want your eyeballs to look right here and go, that is gorgeous. Look at that. And then suddenly go, oh, it looks so gorgeous. And it's so supported by these two papers. And if the papers were real loud and obnoxious, you might draw your eye to the papers first, and then it would be kind of too bad because this is so adorable, and apparently I would think that would be my first focal point that I would want somebody to look at. So anyway, use your papers wisely to support your focal point, not to detract from it. Even though you love the paper, find some other way to use it. All right, there's that. Where's my little... There's a gift that goes with this from Lisa Taylor. There he is. I kept him on my whatever this is, Mesk. Okay, my robot team is out there and they are supportive. Thank you guys so much. I got so many robot things. It's adorably fun. I'll show you one that I got yesterday. Let me find it. I put it in kind of just in the middle, but there was no way to organize these. I thought I could, it was like one of those mystical wishes in life. Organize these cards so that you can do classes and videos on them and they make sense. But it's one of those things, like for me, decorating an envelope, it was going to be a game buster. And it wasn't going to happen. Oh, well, I can't find it. It's okay. I got a cute little robot stamp set, or a sticker set from Journey with Jen. Journey Coach with Jen. Journey Coach Jen. Jennifer, I gotta learn better. And I don't see it in there, but I know it's in there. But this is from Lisa Taylor, and this is so fun. It just is. It's a funny little size, though. Let me see. It's 3.5 by 4 1/4. 3.5 by 4 1/4. And so stinking cute. I don't know if it has a name. Doesn't matter. It's called Cute Card. It's just cute. I would just call it Cute Card. And so totally fits into an A2 size envelope. So remember, that's a thing. You don't have to make A2 size cards to fit in A2 size envelopes. You can do square cards. You can do shaped cards. You can do truck cards. Wonder where those trucks are. I made truck cards. I don't know where they are. Oh, there they are. This was for our patrons. But that is a truck card. I also like these. Also, that is like my camper cards, and they fit into an A2 size envelope. So don't be restricted. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. Has an embossed background with some gold on top of it. Don't know how you did that, Lisa, but you are very talented. I'm wondering if she had a gold pad or something that she just rubbed over it. She's got some jazzy little, look how small, but how it makes it feel like there's circuits involved with this background and these tiny little. When I was a kid, we used to have resistors in old TVs and different things like that, and they were little ceramic tube-like things. But solid, and they were made with different colors. I remember thinking, and they had wires. I loved them because they were colorful. My life was black and white because I was born in the 50s, and we didn't get color until 1963. So that's not true. But TV, yeah. But anyway, so it reminds me of those little resistors that were so colorful and pretty. So cute. These little guys are so cute. And then let me see, what did she say? She saw this at a craft show. He's so cute. This is like these are picture hangers. And it's on a kid's block, I suppose. It's got a little something that's pounded in there. This is like some kind of washer or nut or something with a little darling piece of rubber stuff, and then it's just screwed in there. They made the arms out of bent, I could do this, made the arms out of bent nails. I don't know, is anybody else having trouble with the sound breaking up? I don't know why it would, but let me know. And then this, I don't know what looks like that's glued on, but dang, that's cute. He just sits right here and makes me happy. So that was super fun, super fun thing to get in the mail. Not hearing anything about the sound yet, so I'm waiting, kind of. kind of waiting. I don't think I have anything wrong, but you never know. Oh, this was really a cool one. I don't recall it was from Tammy Williams. I had her address. The theory is maybe someday I'll get another. Your sound's okay. Okay. Okay, that's a good. Hi, Caitlin. That's a good tip to go out and come back in. You never know. Never know. So this is a cool little card. This is a joyful kind of a alternative, maybe. I don't know, but it's really a cool little deal. You've got the joyful card on concept with the smaller card on top that folds one way on the larger card that folds this way with an abbreviated front. But she added a little die cut window so you can just tuck that guy right in there and it holds it shut. And then she did used some gorgeous papers, some ombre ink blending. She's got some real subtle things going on here, including a piece of tape that was probably from me somehow. I don't know. I won't do any more with it. But she's got her ombre ink blending with it stamped on it. She's got a little bit of pattern paper. And then she's got more pattern paper. It's really pretty. And this also is cut out. That's very, very detailed because she's got a cutout with the little joyful second card. Isn't that would make sense, right? To say second card, or top card or something. But that's cut out into a little frame too. So you can get your dies out and have a really good time. She has lots of paper detail that just, if you have your 6x6 paper pads would be perfect for this card because she used how many patterns? 1, 2, 3. And then she has a cardstock. So she has three patterns and one cardstock. I'm wondering if that was that foily thing, if she did that, or if that was in the paper. But that looks really cool with it going up and down instead of horizontally with the horizontal message. Sharp little card, Miss Tammy, and I thank you for brightening my day. Oh, here we have another one. This one is full. Oh, this one. Katie Fowler sent this one. You guys wrote the nicest notes too. I'm just going to keep these in my family room and just pull them out and just keep reading them and then putting them in back and reading them. They're just too good to just look at once and say goodbye. It just fills my cup. Anyway, this pretty little bouquet. It looks kind of oriental, doesn't it? And she included a nice little bookmark. And it's like cardstock. Or no, a chipboard. So that's nice and sturdy. And then she put some pretty papers on it. Nice touch. I think she did a little bit of a nod to Team Purple and Team Orange. Primarily Team Purple. And that's okay. We appreciate that. Look at this tablecloth that she did. I'm hesitant to say how she made that. It would only be a guess, and it's probably not a real good one. But, okay, I do have an idea, though. You know what I think she may have done? And, Katie, you can tell me if this is true or not. One thing, she has a nice little die cuts and really nice textured paper. I think she stamped that in 2 different colors. Okay, or 3, actually. We've got the butterflies in gray. We've got the flower stamped in a magenta. And then we have the leaves stamped in green. And this is the bold part that I think is happening. I think she drew that little bowl around those flowers. I have never thought of that, Katie, and I kiss your brain. That is an excellent idea. To do just a quick little easy bowl drawing. You could make it any height then, couldn't you? And then she did a little checkerboard tablecloth, but it's very subtle with the pink or the orange and yellow so that it doesn't really have any kind of, doesn't smack you in the face. We've got the focal points saying, hey, I'm the star here. Let's look at me. And then you've got the soft yellow ombre around it too. Very, very striking. I really want to try that. So I have a couple cards right here that I need to, and then she's got some nice little butterflies inside. Well, so was that watercolor maybe? Because it looks like it kind of bled. Would that be something? I don't know what she did, but she's quite the magician, I'm thinking. Great ideas. Somebody try that and see how it works for them. I want to know. Oh, this little cutie pie. This one, I'm not sure if I should have put it in. Oh, my sweet friend, Kimberly Wolf. I wasn't sure if I should put this in my Christmas pile, which I think I will do in July. It'll be my Christmas in July using my Christmas in 2022 cards because they were so good. And there's no reason to, I think nobody wants to do them too much except for Christina Brome right now. But I think in July we'll pick it up again. So remind me if I forget. Anyway, this is real cute. Look at some of the fun that she did. She has her little stamped images. No problem. No, really, darling. These are cutouts. She stamped the snowman and the penguin on the card, and then she did the fussy cutting hats and scarves so they wouldn't get cold. And then she hand drew. I'm so impressed with everybody's hand drawing here. She hand drew the snowbank, and she even put a little snowy shadow underneath his little webbed feet. And she drew a little Christmas tree in there, and it says "Time to chill." Oh, and there's a sticker. You did so many things, and it really worked out cute. She's a very nice woman. She is a retired nurse, so she's got all sorts of insight to what probably I should have known that I didn't know. I was too dumb to know. But this is really sweet. Time to chill is a good. I like that stamp a lot. Very, very cute and scute is right, Grandma Gay. If you are new to this channel and you just happen to be rolling through, this is not what we usually do, but I received so many cards over the last month and a half that I would be remiss not to share them with you because they're so pretty and so remarkable. Okay, so Christina's goal this year is to make a Christmas card every week for Craft Roulette. I think that's great because you always sell them and you do a good job of being able to sell them because they're like little museum gift store cards. This one's from our buddy in Iowa, Lou Ann Johnson. This was a Craft Roulette entry. This was a Joyfold. I think this was one of her Joyfold cards. And see, she just did a little tiny one to flap it over. And there it is. Isn't that smart? And so she's got... Okay, now let's just dissect this one too. This one... Okay, this is something I would not have thought of, I don't think. Oh, you can't open it, Mary. There's the fold there. She did the whole 8.5 by 4 1/4, or 5.5 by 8.5, or whatever it is. Gosh, numbers. I'm not going to go there. She did the whole card, had it folded in half, and then she did the die on the card base. Now, to me, I would have probably cut out a piece of card to go on with the die cut, but I think this one's smarter. So, well done. And then she just backed it with some pattern paper. And with it having two colors, it makes it more of a party. And then she pulled in the colors from this side because this guy, look, he changed it. Watch, he changes his scarf magically. Count to 3 and close your eyes. Close your eyes and count to 3. I know, he changed his clothes. Same guy. So you can play tricks. But he's right here. Cute little birdie encouraging Mr. Moose, Miss Moose, with her beautiful orange toque. And gads, that's cute. I like how she's got him all tucked in there and some detailed with some little shiny snowflake sequins. You know, just a surface level looking at this, you go, yeah, that was a lot of coloring. But there's a lot more to this card than just coloring. There's a lot of thought. And I really appreciate it. I love getting Craft Roulette cards too because they're so fun in person. Thank you, Lou Ann. I looked at for you all the time that we drove through Iowa. And Iowa was not friendly. Iowa did not greet us well on our drives to and from Minnesota. Holy moly. Why did I keep this? Maybe it was because it was so fun to get an orange envelope, and I always just use plain old vanilla white. I tell you, I should step up my envelope game, but it's not coming too very fast this year. This one is from Paula Rice, and I believe, looky there, I believe Paula Rice, this should be on the outside. Should it? No, it's just another card. It's a joyfold internal, an internal joyfold. I think Paula Rice is a friend of Christine Bertram, and I think because I got a bunch of cards from Christine's peoples, and I think that maybe that was true, or maybe I don't know, but thank you very much, Paula. I like this card inside a card too. That's like a joyfold, except this doesn't fit over it. So that's the same little moose. Looky there. They're both so cute. You could do kissy faces on this guy too. You could. You want to see how to make a kissy face? I was thinking about doing a video on that, but since I've got you, I don't want to do a video on it. So, okay, this is how I make a kissy face. I'm going to turn it this way for one. We're going to do the beginning side of a parentheses. We're going to add a modified letter B, and then a letter C. Turn it that way and you've got big old kissy lips. Then you can put a couple pairs of eyes. Well, not a couple pairs, but just a pair of eyes. Put a little nose. You can do all sorts of weird abstract shapes here. And you can get all sorts of interesting looking characters. Mwah. Make it skinnier, make it have antlers, make it have glasses, whatever you want to do. Just think of how people or animals look, and you can draw your own little kissy face, and it's quite fun. Then if you want to, you can just do light color. You can make your self-portrait. Give yourself some hair. And make your nose, if whatever's prominent, if your nose is prominent, make it a little bit bigger. Mine definitely is that, not me. It's not me. My nose isn't nearly big enough. But you can make your own personalized Valentine that way. Mwah. You could even make a little slit in there and have it pull out the moi. That would be kind of weird, but you know what the heck, why not? Okay. So this would definitely be a little stamp that you could add a kissy face. That was a long explanation for a very... Okay, hi, Paula Rice. Okay, you did come from Christine. Thank you. I'm glad to meet you. And thank you so much for your extra effort to send me a pretty card. So this is your internal joyfold, and I think that's very splendid. And I kept the orange because I thought I really do need to kick up my envelope game. If nothing else, I need to celebrate those who do. So there you go. Very cute. Very, very nice. Kissy face and all. Let's see. How are we doing? It's 2 o'clock. Okay. Who did this come from? This came from... Oh, look. There's no return address. But we've got a card from Australia. Isn't that splendid? It's from Marie Bland, who is also known in our chatterbox as Mama Bear. I'm trying to open it. Is there an extra opening? Is there a pocket? Well, you know, you get kind of jaded with cards. You start thinking, where's the secrets? But the secret is it's a card, and it's beautiful, and it's very, very nice. This looks like maybe a graphic card or something. Great way to make a card. It is to build on it, because you know that you've got professional artists that are actually making these kinds of things. So, Crystal Wyckoff, how's it going? And good to see you here. Really pretty. This on the background is not colored. It is not inked. It is not one piece of paper. It is pieces of paper with a little bit of black underneath it for a little pop. And then she's just like jigsaw puzzled it together without touching that. But really, really a pretty look. I wonder what she does when she makes those. I wonder if she does a whole sheet and then cuts them into shapes. I think that's what I would do. But I don't know for sure. Mama Bear, you're going to have to tell us. Come clean and tell us your secrets. But this is from Australia. I think it's just... I would never have gotten a card from Australia if it wasn't for Craft Roulette. So I think, it's just still special to have somebody go out of their way and send a card from so far. Cute little embellishments there in colors clusters, and she's got them reflecting the colors that they are on. And that's kind of groovy too. She picked up the colors from this. I like it all. This is like foiled. So if you can find some graphic cards that have foil on them, you can save yourself some money. So that's very sweet. I think I'm going to keep going. It's 2:00. That was a half an hour. I'm going to go an hour. How many cards did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cards a half an hour. How about that? I will get through these then. There's hope. Aw, this is so cute and precious. This is also from a Christine Bertram friend. Rebecca. No. Rebecca was our friend first. Mine. She's mine. This is a pretty card from Rebecca Feltner, and she is a Craft Roulette. I don't know how many cards she has sent in. I think quite a few, but pretty card with some pattern paper in the background, picking up the colors that she used on her foreground, her main mat. Did you notice? I always, card layouts are so basic if you look at them for the most part. You've got one main focal point. Here you have one main focal point. Here you have one main focal point. This is one main focal point, and it's just right there. You don't have to worry too much about, don't get hung up too terribly about, oh my gosh, where do I put things? You can't really go wrong with a main focal point panel. It's hard. I suppose you could, but generally you can't mess it up too much. Add a little mat underneath to set it up from the background, whatever. Or white on white. This is green on green pattern paper. And just make sure that your focal point is your focus. That's always kind of my thing. But you could probably have the argument that that isn't necessarily true. But I'm not going to argue with you. So you can do what you want. But this is a nice example of a focal point. And how she still offset it with some pretty paper in the background, and it's lovely. And these little birds look like Missouri's eastern bluebirds, which is the state bird, and they are a very, very pretty little bird. So I really like it. I do like this is, I think, Stampin' Up! Ribbon, and it's flat, and I applaud them for being able to make a nice textured ribbon that still isn't bulky. And I don't know too much about it except that. And these little, okay, there's one of your 2 greens that we had this week on Craft Roulette. And so she's got the stamps going with the 2 greens. And see, that's an effective way to use 2 colors, isn't it? Using the same color, but different. But this one is definitely a yellow green, and that one is more of a blue green. Isn't life just so fun? Aren't cards just so darn fun? I just love them. She's got her little birdies, got a little shine to them, and this guy is popped up. So she's got lots of good design elements going on. She's got some pearls, ribbon. Man, lots on this card once again, but it looks very cohesive and looks beautiful together. Well done, Rebecca. Thank you. And we've got another joy fold. Isn't that cute? It feels almost hot. I'm surprised when I pick it up, it's not hot. because it's because it's so orange and it's got that sunshine, and I feel like he should be a little warm. But oh, you got a temperature. Anyway, this is a pretty little joyfold using yellow or oranges and neutrals, brown. Think of how different this card would look if it were on a white base, or even using black and orange. You could change the feel of this so rapidly, but the brown and the orange really feel like they flow together. And I don't know if this is paper or if you made that, but that's really, really pretty. And that would be an example of how you can use some ink blending without fuss. It's kind of like, don't worry if it's blended well. If you have trouble blending ink, you can do something like this and get a great look. And then also on this, you can think of it in layers. If you start with one layer, then add a second layer, you'll get a darker third layer, and so on. I'm not sure if that was, like I said, I don't know if that's what she did. But you can try it, and that's another thing to try. Oh, hello, sunshine. Feel better soon, which is some like the foiling again. And this guy is like laid out. And then she has a sweet little note, Karen Fritz from Wisconsin. Oh, yeah. I'll hold her. I'll cover that up. But this is embossed. That's one fancy return address, Miss Karen. Really nice card. I like the card, so you get the bonus of having two card fronts on a joyfold if you want it. You can have this card front. You can have this as a card front. So you get to have two. That's pretty fun, actually. Thank you so much, Karen. I think this would be something I'd like to try too, to see if I can get that effect. I liked this one. It was, I'm going to have to peek. This is from Bethany Bishop, who is also known in our group as Original Londoner, and she is Rosie B's, who is Nerdy Owl sister. They have a whole little thing going on, that family. They they are crafting together, which is so fun. And this is a very, very pretty card. It's an embossed leaf explosion there. It's real pretty. That's like, I think, probably one embossing folder. But she ombreed it with marker or pencil and marker. But she did an ombre effect by coloring the leaves. Isn't that pretty? And just for some little teeny tiny pops of color, she didn't ignore those opportunities either. Yeah, miss your smile. That's just precious. And then she pulled together with the color from the top for her belly band, so to speak. And yep, it's pretty but simple. It is. It seems very simple, but it's really not. Can you imagine coloring all those little leaves? It could be something else. And then she used purple ink. So she's very, very well balanced in her team alliances there with her team orange and her team purple. You guys are such thinkers. Thank you. Thank you, Original Londoner. I'll never probably know that your real name is Bethany, but that's not a bad thing at all. Look how pretty this little card is. Oh, this is from our Miss Sue. Miss Sue and I, and you may know this, but we go back a long, long way as close to my heart friends and consultants together, and which I am no longer and haven't been for some years. But we were convention partners and things like that. It was really fun. She had back surgery 2 days before I had my surgery, and so we've kind of been checking on each other. How you doing? Oh, are you able to do this now? Oh, that's real good. So she's got a different set of restrictions than I do, but she somehow or other pulled together a card. I don't know that I've sent her one. Oh, shame on me. Sue, I love you. This is a pretty card. It's just so pretty. And one of her things is that she couldn't go upstairs because her back and that's where her craft room is. So she has started being able to go upstairs, and it's a big freaking deal. So she is getting back in the groove, and I couldn't be happier. She she did the pattern paper on the top as just a card front. It's based on another card. Here's the same kind of thing with a main focal point, matted to set it apart, and then she added just a little bit of her sentiment off in a little frame, which looks really sharp. And Sue loves some ribbon, but so she added a little paper bow. So I wouldn't have known it was from her if it didn't have some kind of bow or ribbon on it. And I'm so glad she's feeling better. This card by Barbara Drake has this started what I think I showed this on a Fun University, so we won't look at this too much, but I did do a lesson on how to make these kind of cards the way I make them. It was fun. I think it's on Patreon. I don't know where those cards are either. So anyway, you were inspiring, Barbara Drake, and I think this is just gorgeous. Oh, we got here's another card kind of like Sue's, with the pink and the green, the blue green, and the ribbon down there. How about that? You're in my thoughts and prayers. This looks a little sketchier, not in a bad way, but in a good way. In an artistic way, we got some pink cardstock here. This is from our buddy Lynn Sanders, Lynn Sanders. I happen to know that Lynn Sanders likes horses and motorcycles and all sorts of things that aren't pink and delicate. And so this is pretty cool that you are a very, very well-rounded person. So this is very sweet. I really appreciate you checking in and sending me some encouragement. Really soft, lovely ribbon, and your coloring is gorgeous. See how it looks, but we've got the smaller little focal point, or you can stretch it out. It all looks very, very pretty. Cards just amaze me. They just amaze me. And so do you. Here is a card. Do you recognize this one? This was made on Craft Roulette. I'll give you just to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. This was made on Craft Roulette by Ardith. So the quality is outstanding. It's quite lovely. I think it's a mini slimline, maybe 6 1/4 by. I just measured the length twice. 6 1/4 by 3 1/2. I'm special that way. 6 1/4 by 3. Can't remember, but it was. I don't even remember what the parameters were. After 146 episodes I've made cards for, they kind of blend. But she did make this on the show, and Ardith is a great and fantastic friend to Craft Roulette, and she has done a lot for us on the show as a guest and also behind the show as support. So she's very special, and to have a card by Ardith is just extra bonus special. And look, she's a one name wonder. Ardith, you know who you are, you know who she is. Just wonderful. Oh, I thought this was so clever. Kathy Morris. This is also a Craft Roulette card, and darned if I remember which one it was. This is from Kathy Morris in Michigan. Sweet note inside. She's got a little birdhouse. I wonder, and then did we have to have a ripped page or something? She's got like a little piece of newspaper that the birdie is holding. I thought that was so cute. And she's got some nice die cuts here, but she's not just left them flat. She's added some ink to them, and it gives them some texture and interest and dimension. It's very, very cool. This looks like some Chinese hat roof, doesn't it? Or Bermuda, where they have the little layers so that they have the roofs in Bermuda are lined, painted with lime, and then they've got all these little ridges on them, and the rainwater goes down, and the lime cleans the rainwater, and so they catch it and drink it because they don't have any fresh water source. There's your little tidbit of the day. But look at these little tiny spots. She added those because they're not over here. And that actually looks ink blended too, but I'm not 100% on that. But it looks like she may have. But this one just, what a cool little thing. You know, you go to the Hallmark store, they have something individual like that. There goes the price. But this is just really cute, Kathy Mars. So thank you. This has got a little embossed over here. So many little details. Unbelievably tasteful. We're going to do a couple more. This one is a sweet little, I got this last fall. This one's from 5K. Y'all know who she is. This is a Feel Better card. Very beautiful with an intricate die and some pretty little probably stickers or chipboard pieces on it. Tastefully arranged at the bottom of the card, with the great big Feel Better that is popped up. That is die cut. Popped up on some vellum. This is thick vellum, but it's vellum nonetheless. And so I think that is die cut also. I would be my guess. You got a lot of die cuts going on here, but you've also got some white. The background is embossed, which is just stellar. And then you also... You do so many intricate little details. I'm always surprised. I'm like, here's your picture, here's your mat, here's your sentiment, and then, yep, I'm done. But she did a little bit of ink blending on top of the embossed. So it's hard to see, but it's light, like scattered straw or something color. And that is just gorgeous. Great use of stickers or die cuts or punch outs or something. It's gorgeous. You always have kind of an elegant artsy feel. I like it very much. Thank you very kindly, 5K, for thinking of me. Anne in Maryland is sending me some tea. Irish breakfast tea. I have some candy cane tea today. It's quite delicious. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas. And what a great little way to give a little tiny flat gift. And you know, those flat gifts, they're the best for cards. And just a diagonal cut there, made it into a pocket using the pretty flowers. Added a gorgeous little teacup there that's die cut with an overlay and some little leaves. And look at the extra detail that she did here. She added a mat so that this guy would stick out and be pretty on this pretty red paper. And that matches that. That's a nice card, Miss Anne. And then she also, let me cover this up. She also brought in some of that paper on the inside with just a sweet little sending hugs and a nice note. Isn't that nice? I'm going to have to, okay, here's a dilemma. I know, Grandma Gay, I can't resist taking a peek at how a card is put together. Here, that's how I am at stores too. It's like, wait, how'd they do that? It gets embarrassing, but here's my dilemma. It looks so good. This little tea bag looks so good in there. Do I want to use it? Do I want to drink it? I guess I could carefully dissect the back and get the tea bag out. That would be good. And then I could leave that in there for the aesthetics. Thank you, Anne. You've given me lots of encouragement, and it's awfully nice. Here's another one. We did this on Fun University, so I'm not going to do that one again, but I think I did this one on Fun University too. I've got two more that I'm pretty sure I haven't done. So let's go and let's rock out with those, and then we'll be done for the day. I'm going to try to get a few more of these in. I like daytime because by nighttime I'm kind of done. But this one's by Sweet Norma again. It's a Z-fold. I haven't done a Z-fold in quite a time. But you make me want to try them again, Miss Norma. I said this to somebody. Oh, who was that? Oh, I think it was on one of our Club Fun Zoom calls. I said, I actually have a picture of my mother with a swimming cap on and my aunt. And they're both looking at the camera. They were just coming out of the water, and their cheeks are all blown up and their eyes are closed. And it's a hilarious picture by anybody's account, but I could never do that to my mom. But this card reminds me of that, and my aunt is still living, so I don't want to do that to her. But this is a super cute card. Look, here's a little detail. I'll take it apart. She's got a little bit of a pop-up there. I keep doing that. A pop-up on the radio, which gives the whole card dimension. And so she feels like she's actually holding it, and it's a real cool feel. The colors are bright and fun. Look at this. How she just did a little bit of stamping on the side that you can see. Isn't that smart? Rock on, rock on. And well, Norma is the one that does all the Great Dane cards. And there she sent me a dog paper clip. Don't you love it? And her sweet little note inside. So I'm getting some paper clips here that I just know the wheel's going to give it to us, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Last card of the day. Meet. This is from Anne Telecki, and I believe Anne may be one of Christine's friends. They are so cute. Look what you get. Okay. Give it to me for my let's give it up for the robots. They are very, very versatile because one, these robots aren't real, so you can make them any color you want. These are lovely pastel robots. Who knew a pastel robot would be so charming? I didn't. And two, you can make, look, they can even have odd, different color eyes. I always put Roulette, the robot's eyes, as black. But I think they look nice with blue eyes, don't you? And I think this is just adorable and just as charming as can be. And they're holding hands. You can give, okay, so robots are fun because you can give them human personalities or even critter personalities and get away with it. So if you want to have a mean robot, which I would not really encourage, but if you want to have a mean robot, you could, and it wouldn't be disparaging to any one person. Like if I made a robot with a swimming cap on, with its eyes closed and its cheeks blown out, and it happened to look like my mom in that picture, well, then, you couldn't say that I did it. I wouldn't, I don't think. But you just never know. So you can give them all sorts of colors. You can give them all sorts of personality, and you can make them have superpowers. What's more perfect than a robot? And that's right, Grandma Kay. Robots love stretchy pants. They love I should do a stretchy pants robot with a swimming cap on. Oh, the possibilities are grand. That is why one of the reasons I like card making and drawing silly things and being inspired by you so very, very much, because you just give me all sorts of direction and places to jump off into this land of imagination and creativity. And I think you all are just wonderful, inspiring beings with well-kissed brains. So have some fun. We got through a pile of cards. So many cards. Thank you. They really, really did carry me with lots of encouragement and love and prayers. And I wish everybody had this wonderful, not the benefit of cancer, but the benefit of being loved by others. Thank you so much. Here's a big kiss for your brain. And I'm going to sign out. Bye-bye. Thank you. More coming.